Hey everybody, Goosebumps for Dummies here, and today we are going to be reviewing Zombie School. This is one of the rare of the Give Yourself Goosebumps black spines, and it features one of the worst cover arts I've ever seen. I'm sorry. Greg White, everyone has their stinkers. Even Jacobus, as much as people glaze that guy, he does have really bad cover arts, not even just from Goosebumps. Look at Bone Chillers, most of those aren't very good, but This is a stinker, I'm sorry. But the actual contents of the book are kind of unreflective of the cover art. It's not really about zombies, it's about subliminal messaging. If I said that like subliminal. And mind control as a whole. So I guess the Zombie School title is just a gimmick. Well, funny enough, there's also School and Why I Quit Zombie School and 5th Grade Zombies, which feel like they're basically all the same book in a way, and it's like they came from this, except that this has nothing to do with those, and it's barely even about zombies. In fact, it isn't. I don't know, just very strange. But yeah, let's dive in. And now for the blurb. School days. Great news. You just got into the best boarding school in the country, but on your very first day, you start to get totally creeped out. The students walk around chanting things like, work, don't play, and they all have strange glassy-eyed stares. Better choose your schedule wisely. If you take gym, one slip up on the rope climbing test and you'll be washing dishes for the rest of eternity. If you take science, you might end up with a transmitter implanted in your arm that has you acting like a real zombie. The choice is yours in the scary Goosebumps adventure that's packed with over 20 super spooky endings. I really like this entry in the Give Yourself Goosebumps catalog. I didn't quite love it, but it was definitely a really solid read. Definitely not reflecting of the cover art, thankfully. Before I even dive in, I want to say I don't really have a lot to say about this book when it comes to explaining my takes on it, because I don't really have a lot of takes on it about what I like this way. So let's just dive in. The main arc, which, mind you, is 90 pages. I'm not even kidding. It is the longest arc in Give Yourself Goosebumps history, I think. Unless there's, so excited for it. Jaws of Doom. I haven't read it yet, but we'll see. But as it stands, it's the longest arc I've ever read, and I really liked it. Didn't love it again, but I really liked what it was going for. It had a whole aspect of subliminal messaging. The whole book does, but I specifically liked it in that arc a lot. There's a lot of interesting ideas thrown in there, and I like the formatting of that arc, because it follows one of my favorite structures, where it lets you choose from a list of options of pages to go to that refer to different ideas. Like, this is something Elevator of Nowhere did, which, mind you, is my favorite black spine as it stands, where you can pick where you want to go. And this one's about classes, so you get to pick what class you go to one after another. It's really fun. I like that more optional thing, and there's some really nice segments in there that I quite liked. And again, I just liked a lot of the interesting ideas this book threw out there, specifically the subliminal messaging idea. I'm slurring that hard. And, yeah, again, not a lot to say. Let's just move on to downsides. The book didn't quite reach full potential with the subliminal messaging idea. I wish there was a lot more done with it. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's subliminal messaging. They're basically just brainwashing these kids to do work. And there's some nice lore you get in there, like maybe a lot of real-life people are actually out there who came from the school are still brainwashed, and yeah, that kind of thing. I like some of the stuff we got out of it, but I just wish there was more. There's also the other arc, which is a lot shorter in comparison to the big-ass 90-page arc. Dear Lord. And I quite dislike that arc. I don't think it was very good, especially the retaliation segment, which really was disappointing and did not go anywhere. I don't even think there's a single positive ending that came out of the retaliation segment at the end of it, which was, mind you, what I left off on, I believe, where there's a group of kids who didn't get brainwashed trying to take down the school. Literally no positive endings there, and it's just really disappointing. Doesn't go anywhere. And alike to that arc, there's also the endings, which most of them are extremely in one ear and out the other, or in other words, extremely forgettable. Well, Give Yourself Goosebumps is a series that really relies on those endings to stick, to really shock you most of the time, or to be like, that's nice and satisfying, or wow, that's dark, that kind of thing. None of them really stuck out to me, though there is one that involves some weird creature that sucks knowledge, and you have to read super fast because it's sucking knowledge out of your brain. to fuck up its bowels or something. You need context. It's so weird, and I love that ending. But that's it. That's one ending. Doesn't really change anything. Yeah, most of the endings are pretty, and a lot of the book didn't quite reach full potential, and that one arc was really weighing it down. Overall, I give the book a 7.5 out of 10. I liked about 80% of the book, but there's a lot of things in that 20% kind of weighing down, like the fact that it's kind of underwhelming when it comes to subliminal aspects. I wish there was a lot more benefit to make the book more interesting. Then you have the other arc, which was pretty rough. And then that had that really disappointing retaliation thing going on. And yeah, I just wish the book really reached that full potential, and that other arc didn't quite suck. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this book review. Tell me what you think about Zombie School down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.